Pune is one of the fastest growing cities in India. Dense, noisy, packed with buildings competing for every square meter of land. And it's exactly in this environment that Studio VDGA built a house that seems to ignore all of it. Not because it escapes the context, but because it found an older way to deal with it. The brick house sits in the heart of Pune's urban fabric, in the state of Maharashtra, Western India. The site measures 418 square meters, compact by the city standards. The challenge was clear. How do you create privacy, comfort, and a connection to nature within a lot squeezed between others? The answer came from centuries ago. The studio revisited principles of traditional Indian architecture, specifically the typology of the old wadas, historic homes in Pune, organized around internal courtyards, structures that have existed for hundreds of years and were designed to do what air conditioning does today: keep interiors cool, protected, and livable in the intense Indian summer. The logic is simple. You don't fight the climate, you design around it. The house facade is exposed brick, red clay brick, laid in place with no finish. It's the material that gives the project its name and defines its entire visual identity. The warm tone of the brick contrasts with the gray of the concrete and the green of the plants that appear in strategic openings. The facade is dense, textured, full of shadow, but it's not closed. It incorporates jollies, perforated brick screens, laid with gaps between them, allowing air to pass through while blocking direct sunlight. It's a centuries-old technique in Indian architecture. The jollies filter light and create shifting shadow patterns throughout the day. In the morning, light enters softly. In the late afternoon, the interior stays cool because the brick blocks heat without blocking airflow. There's no air conditioning doing this work. The wall itself does it. You enter the house and immediately arrive at a central courtyard. This courtyard is the heart of the house, open to the sky, surrounded by brick walls. Light falls directly into it at the right hours and moves around it during peak heat. Air circulates through it from top to bottom, creating cross-ventilation that flows through all surrounding spaces. The living room, kitchen, and ground floor social areas all open onto this courtyard. There's no clear boundary between inside and outside. You're in the living room, but you see the sky. You're in the courtyard, but you're sheltered by the walls. Wood appears in the window frames, doors, and furniture details. It brings organic warmth to the space, contrasting with the hardness of brick and concrete. Natural stone is used on the floors, a local material, easy to maintain, that absorbs less heat than standard ceramic. These three materials, brick, wood, and stone, are essentially the only ones used in the house. No artificial finishes, no cladding hiding what's underneath. What you see is exactly what the house is. The second floor houses the bedrooms. They are arranged around the void of the courtyard, with windows facing inward, toward the internal space, not the street. It's a choice that reinforces privacy while maintaining a visual connection to the center of the house. You wake up and see the courtyard. You see the light entering through it. You know the time of day by the angle of that light. Studio VDGA is a firm founded in Pune in 2003 by architect Deepak Gugari. The studio is known for projects that use local materials and passive thermal strategies, houses that function without relying on technology to be livable. The brick house is a direct example of that philosophy. In a city that keeps building faster and higher, this house did the opposite. It slowed down. It looked to the past to solve present problems. It used brick, the most common material in Indian construction, with a level of precision that turns every wall into a system for controlling light and temperature. It doesn't impress through scale. It impresses through intelligence. And maybe that's what architecture should really do. Find solutions that have existed for centuries, understand why they work, and apply them with rigor in today's world.